Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I finally got another box of pennies today, but you know what? I figured that since it's so rare that I get pennies, I figured I might as well try to get more than one video out of it. So the way I'm going to do these from now on is I'm going to open 5 rolls at once and make a video of that. And then at the end I will still do the normal wrap up. I won't be doing the same style as the last one I did because I got no feedback on it and it's more work, so wasn't really much point. But for this box, this was all customer wraps. Well, actually no, you can see there's bankroll right there, but I was giving them in sets of 10. So there's this row, which is actually open on one end. I just have the front end at the back. These are normal Loomis rolls, which I assume came from this box here. This row is, I don't know, they're just random customer wraps. And these 2 rows were from, I looked at all the enders, and it seems like these are only copper. And these included 2 enders, which I will see if I can see it. It's difficult to get the lighting on them. However, that's a 50/70. And this is a wheat reverse. And I figured to make these videos a little bit more interesting, I'm going to be doing a scoring system, and at the end of each video, comment what you think the score will be for the next video, and if you get it right, I will give you a shout out at the beginning, or at the end of the next video. So for the scoring, I'm going to do it to 2009 is 1 point, or 2 points if it's presidency, because that has half the mintage of all the other types. 1959 or 60D small date, that's 1 point. Any other oddities, I'm not going to count those for points. San Francisco, that's 1 point. For Canada, you can read all these. 1920 to 1937, those are ridiculously rare, so I don't expect to find any. Wheats, I've got an interesting strategy, so the way I'm going to do it is take the red book I have, find the value for it, and divide it by 10 and round down. This is going to result in most wheats being worth 1 point, all the common ones. And then there's an exception. Steel cents would come out to be about 4 points, but I want them to be worth more because they're really hard to find. So I've put those at 20 points. On Indian heads, this is wishful thinking. I really want an Indian head at some point, but I kind of doubt that I'll find one for another while. But without any further ado, let's get started on the first 5 rolls. So we're going to do these 2 enders and take 3 rolls out of the top. I'm just going to set the camera up and do them all live. Let's put this up here. And hopefully I can keep the wheats, or the actual row on screen. So we're going to start with this 57D here. And let's roll it out. And let's see if this is actually all copper, and it looks like it is. It looks quite likely that we've successfully found a all copper roll, which is really cool. So these rolls, I remember in the past, from this bank, I've gotten a different set of all copper rolls. And let's just focus that, you can see. And we already got another wheat. It's 50/60. But in the past, I've got an entire box of rolls, I think, or maybe like it was 30 rolls. Actually, that would make sense because there's 20 rolls here. That was only copper, and here's a 50/60. Pretty nice condition. But yeah, it was all copper, and I think I dated the rolls to 1979, and that actually looks like it's lining up exactly with this, because that's 1979 is the newest one I've seen here. And a lot of these are actually in really nice shape, which is what you would expect. But let's put the really nice ones off to the side here. So I'm going to put 73 there, because that's a nice 73. And we've got another wheat. Let's see what this one is. And it's a 50/70, and the rolls that I got last time actually looked pretty much the same as these ones. So I think I've successfully found the rest of those rolls, which is really cool. And that means that I have 20 rolls to go through that are just going to be all copper, and that gives me a good shot at wheats. Here's 1970. Beautiful shape. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of good coins in these rolls. So I'm actually glad I'm doing this, because these are going to be at least somewhat interesting to do live. And still nothing from the 80s. I've seen 79s, but nothing newer. Here's a 59. Again, nice shape. It's got a little bit of luster. But yeah, really excited for this box because I have 20 rolls of this, and this is just going to be a blast to look through. 60, 90. Okay, let's start going through these a little bit faster. 80, 70, 74, 81. Okay, so this is not from 1979. I did actually have a set of rolls that was from 82, so maybe that's one of these. I don't know. What's this one? 73, another beautiful uncirculated specimen. 67, 67, 63D, 64. Oh, sweet. All right, we've got a King George already. So that's, I think I've actually got that marked as, what, 5 points? That's cool. This is the first King George of the year. Well, this is the first hunt of the year. But I don't think I got King George at all last year. Of course, last year I only did 3 boxes, so that's kind of to be expected. Here are some more. Let's just quickly go through these. And we're off to a really good start already. 3 wheats. Wait, do I have 3 wheats? No, I have 2 wheats. Although there's another wheat over here. That's going to be the ender. Let's just grab that, which was a 57D. We saw that already. So a 56 and 2 57Ds. So really nothing. It's ironic. The Canadian is the oldest coin in this box. Or not in this box. Well, I guess in this box so far. But it's the oldest coin in the roll. Okay, let's grab that 74. And these are all in nice shape, but I don't think any of these are really worth keeping. So I've got quite a few uncirculated here. It looks like those are going to contribute a lot to the point total for this box, or at least these 20 rolls. So I'm going to just put everything down here, push these away, and I'm sorry, was this camera out of focus for that entire roll? It wouldn't have been for the entire roll because I've been taking it in and out of focus. Here's the wheat reverse. I'm excited to see what this is. Let's just see if we can figure that out right away. And it is another 57D. It's the 3rd one already. But excited to see how many wheats we get this box. I already see 2 more in the roll. So we've had, what is that? Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 wheat cents. That's a 59. Jeez, this is crazy. Here's another one, and another one. I've already beaten my record for most wheat cents in one roll. And there's another. Wow, okay. And here's a Canadian. So I'm gonna have to redo this one by one. Minute here. Let's refocus the camera. 80, 81, these are nice. Those 2. So yeah, my previous record was, what was it? I think it was 4 wheats in a row. I just broke that, which is crazy. 2 rolls into this box. This is going to be a really good box, I can already tell. Of course, the first few rolls tend to go the best for me because, well, obviously I'm looking at enders first. And out of all these coins, I think we've sorted out the best of them. Maybe add that 80. And haven't noticed a San Francisco mint yet. Should be on the lookout for those though. But yeah, so we got another stack of uncirculated coins. Beautiful. So all those. And now let's take a look at all this cool stuff. So, first of all, here's the 1959, followed by a wheat set, 58 Denver. Boy, we haven't even breached the mid-50s yet. It's a 57 Denver. Another one. 44 plain. Okay, that's the oldest one so far. 56 Denver. 51 Denver. And 1946, a little bit of a weak strike on that one. It's also more worn than the others. So, how many wheats are we at already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, does that mean that there were 7 in that roll? Wait, really? Oh, I must have included a 59 in here or something. No, I actually have 10 wheats already. Wait, so that means that I got 7 in that roll. Geez, how did I miscount that bad? Well, that was an impressive roll. Oh yeah, can't forget the 60 plain, which is a Canadian. It's a cool one. Of course, the 42 King George I would consider to be better, but they can't all be King Georges. At least I haven't had a modern Canadian yet. Consider anything beyond 1964 to be modern. So we're just going to go into another copper roll. And let's see what this one holds. I already see wheats. This is literally the best box that I've ever had. This has got to be the best box. As I think my record for wheats is something like 26, and we're like halfway there in 2 rolls. Even that other box with these didn't have as many wheats in it. So let's start sorting out the uncirculateds. Not that one. What's this? 69 Denver. No. Okay. What we got to work with here? 70, 62. Those are nice. So it definitely doesn't seem like these are from 79 like that other set of rolls. These are... So far, it seems like they're from 1981. And here's a wheat, which is a 41. We'll look at that in a little bit. 81. And I'm going to have to throw like most of these uncirculateds back later because there's just too many of them. Normally I only keep 60s uncirculateds anyway, so most of these are just going to get thrown back. Oh, what in the world? What are you doing here? 1992. Well, wonder where that came from. I mean, that's like 10 years newer than every other coin in the roll, so that doesn't seem to belong. That's weird. Let's keep removing these. 68, that's a good one. And I'm going to need to check all of these against my penny book later to see if any of them are better than what I have right now. Another 68, really nice shape. Of course, that's what you would expect, considering how long these rolls not seen the light of day. Here's a third wheat. We're at 13 wheats already. This is just ridiculous. Although this is pretty much what I expected. And that 72 is really nice too. Okay, that's just a 70. So far we've had just another pile of uncirculateds. But so far the newest coin has been 1992, which mysteriously doesn't belong in the roll. Everything else has been 1981 or earlier. The other possibility is that somebody just went through and pulled out all of the copper of their rolls and then turned them in later. But I don't see any reason to do that, and also the uncirculated coins seem to tell a different story. But if it is that, then it would explain why there's a 1992 in there at random. But it doesn't seem right considering how nice the coins look. So those are the 3 wheats. Are these all 40s today? No, well, mostly 50s today. And but 2 of those were 40s. There was a 41 and a 46D in there. So let's get another roll here. Actually, I'm recording this on a new phone, which is going to have substantially more memory. It's got 64 gigabytes, as opposed to the 5 gigabytes I had to work with before. So I should not have any trouble with storage space, which I usually have, which is why I couldn't upload very long videos, or at least they had to be segmented. So, all right, let's start pulling out the nice ones. There, 78, 80, where are you? You look old, 72. Of course, these are all old, every one of them. What is this? Oh, that's an extremely weak strike. Is that a 1940 or a 46, or is it a 48? What is that? Well, suppose we'll have to work that out later. That's clearly been struck through something, probably a grease strike. 46s tend to be very weak, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's 46. But it's just hard to tell at this point. So, see, one more, 81. Oh, there's a bit of gunk on that one. That's no good. And a 59. It's been a little bit since we found one of those. So it looks like the story for this box might be quantity over quality, because we found a lot of wheats, but they're not great wheats. Pretty average condition and also pretty common. Because usually you find at least more than that are older. Like the ratios for these are all wrong. And the rest of those can just go away. And okay, so here are the 2 wheats. Those are all my uncirculated coins. I'm going to have to modify the scoring system so that I don't count all these 80s uncirculated. So, there's that mystery date. It looks like a 46. I think it's a 46. It looks like a 46. So that's 14 wheats. That's 15 wheats, another 46. And the 259 Denvers. Or 159 plain and 159 Denver, I mean. So let's stack that with the other 59. Stack the wheats. You can't see it, but I got a lot of stuff piled up over here. A lot of good stuff. And let's do the last roll. This is the 5th roll of the box. 5 rolls into the box, and we've already got so much good stuff. This is just crazy. This roll, I don't see any wheats in it yet, so it's possible that this is the first roll with no wheats. However, we'll see. So, 73, 81, 73. That's just, these ones are just brilliant. 79, not good enough. No. 'That's good. Yeah. 68, 64, 62. You are good. No. Don't think I've seen a lot of 75 so far. That might be the first good 75. 69. Of course, I haven't been looking terribly closely at the dates because there's just so many. You know, I probably have seen a good 75 already. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't have. 81. These aren't really great. Yeah, it looks like there's no wheats in this roll. Oh, we've got to San Francisco. That's the first one. Just checking that I am in focus. And it looks like I am. This camera doesn't seem to autofocus very well. Like, I'll tell it to focus up close, but then it doesn't go back. So, And that looks to be it for this roll. So out of 250 copper coins, we've got a lot of good stuff. So I'm going to take this off and look down here. So from these rolls, we've got 59s. There's 3 of those. What is this? 15 wheats, I think. For goodness sake, I don't need to lay them all out. They're half of them are 57Ds, but there's those. No particularly interesting dates so far. There's the 60 and the 42. Really cool that I found a King George on the first roll. Here's some uncirculated. Here's more uncirculated. There's lots of them. And there is the lone San Francisco. So I'm going to stop the video here and then go through and calculate the points so you guys have some sort of a baseline to go off of to make your predictions. And again, if you get your prediction right, next video I will give you a shout out. So, see you in a minute. Alright, so I've now done the calculations and we've come out with the points, total of 46. You can read all these here. Something here, I've added a clause which is noteworthy. I'm going to count that for 5 points. So if there's anything that I think is really cool about a roll, like what I'm counting here is 7 wheats in one roll. I'm going to call that noteworthy because that is breaking my all-time record by 3, like almost double. So I think that counts for 5 bonus points. And if I run into anything else in the future, I'm just going to put that under that, and it's going to be worth 5 points, which I think is pretty fair. And then I've also got the total here and the box so far. So leave a comment down below telling me what you think the score will be for the next 5 rolls, and if you get it right, I'll give you a shout out. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. I'll see you next time. Bye.